Hey, this is Sean from Sean Solo Sabers, and today I wanted to talk about something that's really special. This is the very first lightsaber you ever see in Star Wars. Now, this was commissioned by a customer of mine named Con. Con, thank you for this, the opportunity to put this together for you. I really appreciate it. And I don't mean to sound facetious because, firstly, I really like what I do. It's hard not to. I get to play with toys for a living. But secondly, this particular lightsaber has a spot in my heart, and maybe in yours too, because, like I said, it is the very first lightsaber in Star Wars, period. So I wanted to show it to you. This is by 89Sabers, and this configuration is actually the Force Awakens, and you can tell that because right here you have the glass eye, but you also have the Empire Strikes Back style grips, and you can tell because they have those little rivets on them, and there's only 6 of them. You can go super deep. When I first started looking into these, this was like the first replica lightsaber I really wanted, and now I have 2 empty hilts here just to kind of show you the difference. These are 89Sabers hilts as well. It's just empty. I plan to install it at some point, but this is exactly how it looks in A New Hope, Episode 4. So you can see there's bubble tape there, and there's 7 grips with no rivets. There might be some slight, and there's a glass eye here too. This may not be the absolute exact replica, but it's pretty darn close. Like, I know there's a lot of people that talk about the D-ring. I just like this D-ring because it's nice on this hilt. I don't know if that's exactly correct or not. But this is the one that I've sold to my client Con. And so you can see, again, there's 6 grips here. There's the rivets and the glass eye, which in this case, you can actually see through. Hope you can see that. See the blue through there. And so this actually comes with this blade plug that you can see. It's actually not a Neopixel blade plug because at the bottom of the Neopixel connector on this hilt, there's actually LEDs that shine, as well as the pins that light up the blade. So it's pretty cool. It gives you a lot of flexibility into what blade plugs you can use. You don't need the more expensive ones, that is to say. And so that's kind of the photo, right? Man, this is nice. Okay, let me put the blade in it, and I want to show you how it works, because I did a lot of custom work to this with the sound fonts and the blade style, so I really took my time, which I do for all my clients, but this one was special to do, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I have the blade installed. In this case, he wanted a 32-inch blade, and the retention screw is an actual screw here. If you can see that, that's just a regular flathead screw or regular screwdriver screw. So that's all you need to take the blade in and out. Now, I programmed this as deluxe. If you go into the drop downs of the options that I offer for programming, deluxe and custom enable you to turn the saber on in the same way and turn it off in the same way. What I mean is you can turn it off and on from the button here, or you can use gestures to turn it off and on. So to turn it on is just a flick, and to turn it off is just a twist. And then of course you have the power button here. And then your aux button on this one's pretty cool. It's just right on the side here, and it clicks down. So that goes to the next font when the blade is pointed up. When the blade is pointed directly down and you click aux.
I'm never touching that thing again.
The Force is with you, young Skywalker. But you are not a Jedi yet.
Okay, so this, because Con wanted it to be as much like Episode 5, Empire Strikes Back, as possible, that's the first font I loaded. ESB Graflex by Kyberphonic Fonts. So the first, I forget the exact number now, but it's almost like 10 fonts are all from Kyberphonic, because I really just started, I started coding it, and I couldn't stop adding the fonts that I would add if I were to have purchased this to get the experience that I would have wanted if Empire Strikes Back was my favorite movie. So the first, again, there's like 10 extra, but the first, like, say 6 or so, and we'll see exactly as I go through them, are all Graflex fonts specifically. And then the last 4 or so are Star Wars fonts from the original movies and then a couple from the new Force Awakens and the new trilogy. So let me just show you Empire Strikes Back first. Now, if you want to play music at any time, you just point the saber straight up, press the power button, and then release. So this is a track from Empire Strikes Back. I'm pretty sure it's the Bespin scene when he fights Vader. And again, you can ignite it with just a flick. Or you can ignite it with a button press. So smooth swing. So flash on clash, blaster, deflect is aux, right? And then lockup is aux and then clash. And it is dynamic, so depending on the angle of the hilt, it'll change where the lockup is located. As you go further up, it's further down, etc. So kind of just like you're in a real duel. Now all of these styles are supposed to mimic Empire Strikes Back. So that's the end of the track. The track stops by itself. If you want to play it again, long press, power, and release, or stop it, long press, power, release. So I tried to get the blade style to mimic, the flickering at least, to mimic the movie specifically, and the color as well. Lightning is press power and then click aux. And the reason why you can see a lot of maybe the stuff in the background through the TV is that the TV actually reflects the effects a lot better for some reason. And that was one of my customers, Sirius, thanks for that. So you also have, just trying to think, there's so many different effects on this lightsaber. You have tip drag. And to do that, you press aux and stab into the floor, pointing the saber down basically, and you can see the tip lights up. Now you also have melt, so that's aux and then stab. You don't have to do it very hard. You could tell I did it very gently, right? And then as you rotate the saber, it changes the color of melt. You also have quotes. So if you hold the saber sideways and long press power, you'll get quotes, and you can play that even during the movie sounds, or the music sounds rather.
Join me. Together we can rule the galaxy as father and son.
And then at some point, no, the hand comes off, right?
Now, release your anger. Only your hatred can destroy me.
Pretty cool stuff. So this was just the first. That's episode 5, Empire Strikes Back, for the Graflex. So aux is the next font. This one is so cool, man. I kind of stumbled upon this on Kyberphonic's website. This is A New Hope, the training when Luke is on the Millennium Falcon, and he's playing with that training droid and it's shooting at him. Let me just show you. This is pretty cool. So when he has the blast shield down on the helmet, right? Again, that's the aux button. Right? And then for quotes.
Look, good against remotes is one thing. Good against the living is something else.
Right?
Look, good against remotes is one thing. Good against
The eyes can deceive you. Don't trust them.
You still have all the same effects, by the way. So you don't have to just do the blaster. because I twisted it, it turned it off, right? So that's that exact scene from episode 4. Awesome. Again, I had a lot of fun putting this together for you, Con. Okay, let's go to the next one, which I believe is The Force Awakens.
I'm never touching that thing again.
Yeah. Now, you have The Force Awakens with Rey quotes. Sorry.
Get ready!
And then the next font is the same font, but it's with all the Finn quotes. And then again,
Come get it.
The Force Awakens with all the Finn quotes.
Can someone please use the Force? I never trained for this.
I'm feeling pretty good about this.
Okay, next one is The Last Jedi.
Oh, the Jedi.
So this one takes a little bit of time, the music to ramp up. Okay,
Something inside me has always been there.
and this should be episode 9. Okay, so now we have some fonts from the original trilogy. This one is Obi-Wan by Kyberphonic. You can tell a little bit darker blue blade for that. Obi-Wan Kenobi.
You've taken your first step into a larger world. I'm getting too old for this sort of thing. I'm getting too old for this sort of thing. These aren't the droids you're looking for.
That's cool, man.
If you strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you can possibly imagine.
That music, man. So good. This is called Father. This is the Darth Vader font. I coded the blade to go slow like that on purpose because that's exactly how it is for his lightsaber. Now the effects on all the original trilogy blade styles are specific to those, meaning they're a little bit different. There's slight bits of yellow in there. Might be hard to pick up on the camera. And then in the new trilogy fonts, those are all specific to those. Of course.
Jedi, like my father before.
This is called the Return of the Jedi. This is the scene on the barge where R2-D2 shoots the saber down to Luke. Because you have to, right? And on all of them, I haven't been showing you, but you can see the color through the glass eye right here. And if you wanted to, you can actually get another button just like this one, and you can install it down here. This just twists off. Now, you won't be able to see anything through there, but let's say your favorite movie is Empire Strikes Back. Just by replacing that, that turns this into pretty much exactly the Empire Strikes Back one. Some of you might say, hey, the clamp needs to be turned over. You can do that. I actually only have the clamp over here because as a right-handed person, it's a little bit easier to use without the clamp in your way. But if you were left-handed, vice versa, right? So Just depends on how you like wielding the saber. And then when you want to display it, you can always make it more accurate.
Go away!
Okay, so this is the Grumpy Uncle. And I believe it's episode 8. The scene with Luke and Ben Solo. Or is it episode 9? Might be episode 9. I forget which one. There's a flashback where Luke has his green lightsaber.
Jedi, like my father before me.
So this is back to the Return. These are more of the standard fonts.
Something inside me is
This is Rey Skywalker.
an earthquake.
Kylo Ren. The last one was the Emperor. These are, again, all the ones that come with... It's nothing custom necessarily about it. There's about 10 of those.
Teensy. Smooth fuzz.
Luke Skywalker.
This one's kind of a Ahsoka blade.
Smooth Jedi. The Force is with you.
And then we're back to Empire Strikes Back. Man, this was a ton of fun putting this together. So again, thank you, Con. If any of you have any questions, this is the 89Sabers Graflex, episode 7. You can find it on my website, SeanSoloSabers.com. Again, happy to answer any questions you have about it. You can email me at SeanSoloSabers@gmail.com. If you're already a client, thank you for your business. And if you're considering one of these, well, I don't think you'll be disappointed. Thank you for your time.